we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Let's Roleplay Fallout New Vegas. It has been some time, and we've been reunited with our hero and his friends, Eddie and Boone. But it is good to be back in Sam's boots. It's been a little bit. But that's okay. Because we have a quest log. We are currently to assist in the reinforcement of Bitter Springs. We need to find Lieutenant Markland a book on psychological treatment as well as pediatric medicine and 2 more doctor's bags. We also need to speak with Captain Gills for the reward on reinforcements, and we are helping Colonel Shu with several issues around the camp. But we can do more of that as we move into this space a little bit more permanently. Ah, yes.
Hello.
Private Christina Morales, her husband, is a ranger. And he has been killed in action and left out to rot on the pavement because it's too dangerous to recover a fallen soldier's body from the fiends.
Did you start looking for Esteban? I guess my directions could have been better.
I haven't found him yet, but we're going right now.
No, I didn't expect nothing so soon. You're doing me a favor. I don't mean to be a pest.
So, that's what we're going to be doing today, among many other things. So, what do we need to do? Well, first we need to find the escalator. Alright. So 4 p.m. Oh, welcome back to Vegas. Alright. In order to do that, we need to head over to the Crimson Caravan office. However, we are going to be going back right over here to the... Yes, Ranger Morales' corpse. He's been out there for too long. Come on, Boone. Come on, Eddie. We've got some soldiering to do. And we're getting closer and closer to our own objectives. So why not help out the NCR? Oh, yes.
What is it?
Let's see. I do have some questions I want to ask.
Okay.
Anything new? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the famous sign where they scoped out that fiend from the opening. All right. Ungrateful. Wow. They're really brave behind that wall, underneath the flag and all. Maybe we should have done this tomorrow. We're starting to lose the light. Some NCR troopers over there. Wonder what this is. Basin Creek building. It's not the safest place to check out, but let's check it out. Sounds like bugs. A lot of them. Oh yeah. Oh!
Can't run from me.
Wow. Okay. Well, here we go. It's some Hydra. Oh wow. Guess there's no way in there. Okay. Coffee mug, a little plant that died. Nothing. It's a little disappointing. Oh, wait. Yeah. Huh. Oh no. Tales of Chivalry. Nice. I don't normally mind squatting in buildings, but there's no mattresses. Huh? Guess we'll head out. That's straight back down into the quarry. Not very excited to go over there. Okay. Yeah, these fiends. Did we ever check this place out? I cannot recall. Allied Technology Offices. Whoa! I guess we didn't.
All clear.
Oh, good one, Boone. Good one. direction at least. Okay. More soda's never bad. Neither are magazines. Okay. That's out of there. Check any more out of here. Not a lot of anything going on. Wait. A star cap. 2 star caps. Oh my. Wonder how many of those we've got. By now, there gotta be a few. Let's see. S. Sunset. 30. It's not too bad. Oh, we might as well. Oh no. There is an outbound. Some grenades, some ammo. Okay. Well, we might as well make this area safer for the patrols. If we can manage it. Fire ant worker. Okay. Why are they already dead? Oh! Ooh! Thanks, Boone. Let's eat some Blanco mac and cheese. Okay. Oh, we've got all the doctor's bags we need. Good. Well, I suppose we can head out of here now. It's disgusting. Still nowhere really to sleep. Oh, there we go. Well, that's unfortunate. And we crashed. Hopefully, it didn't have enough time to go ahead and save. Yeah. Oh, good work, Boone. Quicker on the roll than I am, which is pretty good. That must be the NCR soldiers that are set up. Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up. Where do you think you're going?
I'm going to retrieve the body of Ranger Morales, Trooper. That's hilarious.
Christina hired you, huh? Well, if you're gonna go up there, there's a couple things you should know. Esteban's body is in the middle of those buildings at the hill there. Look carefully, you can see the fiends patrolling the rooftops. But they lay traps, too. There's mines all over. So for God's sakes, watch your feet. Get him back here. We'll get him home.
Understood. I appreciate you trying to help.
Do. Wish we could help more.
Wow.
Hey,
Maybe I've misjudged them.
be there with you. The colonel said he'd have our necks if we tried.
I get that.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
One, two. There's bound to be more. Boone can probably take them. Use the surplus rounds as usual. Let's see. Second breath. $40. There we go. Train station. Oh no. There we go. Yeah, maybe we can prep in here. Another doctor's bag. That's fantastic. Fish batteries. All sorts. Well, it's better than nothing. I was chill out until morning. Get up with the sun. Hopefully that'll be able to surprise them. That'll work. It's one, two, three, four of them.
All mine. Take this.
Wow. I was doing real good there for half a second.
Run from me.
All right. What they say, for God's sake, watch your feet. All right. All right, we got you. We'll take his dog tag back to be counted. For the hope.
Oh my god, are you okay? You've got to get to a medic. Doc Cam can patch you up back at base. How could you sacrifice your body like that? Never even met him. If the NCR doesn't have a medal for this, they should make one up.
I made a promise to Private Morales.
That must be some kind of code of honor you hold yourself to. You're like a man possessed. We'll make sure Ranger Morales' body gets sent back home. You don't have to, pick him up on your shoulder and haul him to California. Even though I believe you would if you had to. You should go tell Private Morales the news. I know she'll be relieved.
Alright. Boys, you make sure he makes it home.
Hell of a thing you did up there.
Okay, let's head on back. We might as well just get up this way. Around. Instead of heading back through Fiend territory. I wonder if Mr. New Vegas has anything to say. get Ranger Morales' corpse away from the fiends as you return to Private Morales here.
The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the New Vegas Strip proved easy to fix. One anonymous official told us a serious mechanical failure would have been a disaster because of the age of the train and the scarcity of the replacement parts. One more story for you. Several unidentified aircraft were spotted flying over the Repcon test site by a local crackpot. He spoke to a toy bear near one of our microphones. It's ghouls, I tell you. Religious ghouls in rockets looking for a land to call their own. Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave Rat told it to me. That's all for now. This is Mr. New Vegas saying, I'm just no good without you. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
Man, he must have a charisma score of 12. Alright. New Vegas, huh? Crazy. Well, looks like we did the same amount of travel. Great. 9mm. I need an upgrade.
We don't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
You got that right. What a place.
A lot of folks in McCarran really appreciate what you've done.
Oh, thank you.
Morning.
Morning.
Howdy. Name's Sterling, first recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I remember if I had.
You're right. We've never met.
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all. A lot of scouting from place to place.
Have you seen anything suspicious around here?
Matter of fact, it's funny that you'd ask. A couple nights back, I was home watching the yard. Got myself a habit of looking all around, not just where I'd expect to find trouble. Old habit, but it saved my hide on occasion. Around about 1 in the morning, I spied some lights in the control tower. Now that's the third time I've spotted those lights on you. And every time I ask about it, they tell me the place was empty. I'm just saying, didn't look empty to me.
Thanks for the
No
information.
trouble at all. Might be nothing. Couple frisky young folks looking for a quiet place to snuggle up. That light is mighty consistent. Always there at 1 a.m. Might be worth a look.
1 a.m. Okay. That is an interesting rifle you have there. Lever action.
I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gore Betts reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets.
Have you always been with the first
I
recon?
used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
Why'd you leave the Rangers?
Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
How did you manage to escape Malpais?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. overlooked sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple of rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
How long have you been stationed here?
Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction. The whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us.
Interesting. All right, Corporal Sterling, you have a good day.
Pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
You as well. First Recon's tent.
Morning.
Feeling nostalgic.
I wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
You do. You have an entire squad. Lieutenant Gorbets.
I'm Lieutenant Gorobets, First Recon. If you're looking to collect a bounty, you should talk to Major Daughtry.
Bounty. Does the NCR usually offer bounties on people?
Proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military.
Tell me about Recon then.
Finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us. Some of my team aren't without their share of scars, though, like Betsy and Sterling.
What's wrong with Betsy?
Cook, one of the fiends, ambushed her and 10 of spades. They both managed to escape, but not before Cook raped her. Betsy shrugged it off like it was nothing, but her behavior keeps getting worse. Always making passes at every woman who wanders by. It's inappropriate for anyone at First Recon to behave that way. I could discipline her, but I'd rather she get medical help.
I could try to talk to Betsy about getting medical help for her trauma. If you want, if you think it's worth a try.
I'd appreciate it. As her CO, I could order her to get help, but I'd have her agree with the idea.
I'll try my best. Oh. I heard a little bit about what happened with Sterling.
Sterling was an NCR ranger until he was captured by the Legion. They tortured him pretty badly. He wasn't able to be a ranger after that, but his eyes were still sharp, so I had him transferred to First Recon.
Anything else you can tell me about the unit?
Finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us.
Nice. All right. Well, you have a good day. Goodbye.
Carry on.
First recon
Yes, sir.
to me.
Bitter root. Must be 10 of spades.
I'm Bitterroot, First Recon. You got a reason to talk to me?
Bitter root. You have an unusual name.
Start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name?
I didn't mean to offend. You don't have to tell me if you'd rather not.
It's a con name. You know, the Great Khans. That's what my parents were. I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through.
What happened to your parents?
Dead. Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served him right, if you ask me.
What do you think? You weren't there, were you? At Bitter
It was
Springs?
a massacre. That's what a lot of NCR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened. But I was there. Saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The cons asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCRB. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest.
And you don't really mean that, though, do you?
Fine. Mister, you never met my parents. My dad got himself fucked up every chance he got. always started with folk for no reason. Hell, he was the one who taught me to shoot. You know how? By taking pot shots at NCR, and not just soldiers. Civilians, too. Even kids. Then he'd get high with his buddies and swap tales about the folk they killed. Bunch of animals. And my mom? A couple of times she tried to sell me to some waster just to score some jet. Even the other cons said she was useless. Only reason they kept her around was because she was a... how the dad say it? A smoking piece of ass.
So your name, it comes from Bitter Springs.
You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons of Bitter Springs, I got beat down yet. I was still too young. The way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name. That's all I got from the cons. That's all I ever wanted.
Well, then how did you survive?
It's a pretty good story if I had mine. But the truth is, I don't know. I just got lucky. They brought me to Daughtry after the battle. He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. He knew I didn't belong with the cons. Maybe he felt bad too. About how his men killed my folks. I told him he'd give me a service, but he didn't believe me. Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in.
Let's talk about something else.
Probably the best.
How long have you been with the first recon?
Wow, yes. I don't keep too careful track of time. I like to keep things simple. Just focus on now. That's why they made me sniper. Let your mind wander back a ways and you lose sight of what's in front of your eyes. Good way to miss a mark.
Your father is the commanding officer? Your commanding officer. Is that allowed?
He's not my real father. He just looked after me for a while. It's a long story. I get tired of talking before it was through.
You're not too friendly, are you?
It's not. I don't mean nothing by it. You really want to talk to somebody, try 10 of spades. He's always got plenty to say. Me? I'm here to do my job. For now, that job is shoot fiends.
I can respect that. You know where I could find some work?
You a merc? Well, I guess you want to talk to my father, Major Daughtry. He's our CEO.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
I don't think that he's unfriendly. He's just been through it. I must be Betsy. I'm not gonna bother her while she sleeps. Hey, there you are. 10 of spades.
Hey, my man. 10 of spades. First recon sharpshooter. At your service.
You alright?
Oh, yeah. Fine. Just a little stutter. Had it since I was a kid. Doesn't stop me from kicking ass.
Sure doesn't.
Damn right.
10 of spades. Where'd you get that name?
LT. Gorobets gave it to me. See, I wanted to be ace of spades. But the LT says, sorry kid, you're too green. So he calls me 10 instead. It's okay though. I get a few more kills under my belt. He'll move me up to Jack. Jack spades. Sounds better, right? I can keep at it. Eventually I'll make it to ace. Think I'll skip queen though.
Huh. How long have you been a sharpshooter?
Long as I can remember. Had a rifle in my hand since I was 3. That's what my dad always says. Learned to shoot on our ranch, way west of here. Same as the LT. He's a farm kid too.
That makes 3. So when'd you enlist?
They kick even more ass than before. These guys, they really know how to kick some ass.
Nice. And so, what do you do around here?
Kicking ass. Mostly kicking ass. See, we're watching the perimeter right now, looking for those fiends to come back. When they show their faces, that's when we go to work. One shot, one kill. That's the first recon way.
Hey, 10. I heard about what happened to Corporal Betsy.
The LT told you about that? Shit, man. That shit.
Tell me what happened.
My fault. See, I was knocked out when it happened. That big guy sneaked up on us. I let Betsy down.
Why do you think you let Betsy down?
My goddamn partner. See, we work in pairs. We spot for each other. We watch each other's backs. Nobody wanted to work with me. They said I was too green, but Betsy volunteered. Shit, you don't even know how big a deal that is. She trusts her life to the newbie, and I sit here and let her get raped by that piece of shit.
If you were on conscience, how could you have done anything?
Shit, you sound like the LT. I should have woken up. I shouldn't have gotten knocked out in the first place. That shit was my fault. I don't want to talk about it anymore, alright?
Okay, 10. Never mind.
Yeah. The LT shouldn't have brought that shit up. Not with cities, anyway. Ain't right.
Alright, Spades. It was nice to meet you. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'll see you around.
Yeah, I'm gonna bother her. Not while she's sleeping. Okay.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Hoorah! Concourse. Okay. This area's getting a little unstable, so just make sure that we're dropping plenty of saves. Private Morales.
Start looking for Esteban? I guess my directions could have been better.
His body back to an NCR position. He's on his way back to McCarran, and after that, go home to California.
They put him in a box? With a flag and all? I hope so. He'd have been proud. You're too good for this rotten town. First kind thing anybody ever did for me in Esteban. You ever need anything, all you need to do is ask. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's not good. We're getting a lot of crashes.
Did you start looking for Esteban?
Okay. Oof. That's getting bad. You bring democracy to this land, NCR trooper.
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed. Boyd's
Yeah?
in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
Let's check it out.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
I am. Who are you?
Big on reading name tags, huh? That's okay. My name is long and difficult to pronounce. Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. Told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be.
Yeah. Well, do you need any help with your policing?
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
Ah. And that's a big
Never
deal.
believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
Why don't you just beat your prisoner senseless? He is Legion, after all.
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There's some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
So you want me to do what you
I
can't?
think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Okay. Let's get started.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
Normally I don't think that Sam would agree, but he does
Lieutenant,
hate the Legion.
I was just thinking about it.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles.
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus? If you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Sure. Sea loose.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
Oh, I think you're confused. I'm with the excrement right now.
You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Tell me, what did the Legion do to you? Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family before your eyes to teach you a lesson? Whatever it was, I hope I was there to give the order.
You must miss giving orders now that all your men are dead.
Foot soldiers of the Legion are trained not to have to think for themselves, to have conflict removed from their minds. They kill themselves to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the tiniest iota of information to my captors.
Sounds to me like you were too gutless to follow Caesar's orders.
I'll show you gutless, you sniveling bastard. I'll spill your guts all over this room.
Is something the matter, Celus? You look upset. Here, maybe you'd better step out for a moment. You've upset him.
Horrible fucking degenerate.
I don't know. I thought he seemed like a nice guy.
If we were on the other side of the river, I'd have him torn apart by dogs.
That's a long walk, Celus. I don't think it's gonna happen. You'd better just talk.
Your tactics are a joke.
If you don't like dealing with me, I can bring my friend back in.
Both of you can rot.
Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you. Let's finish this up, then we can talk.
Ooh, that would have been bad.
We don't have anything to discuss, worm.
But I want to know how a coward can attain the rank of Centurion.
Coward. I've faced odds that would make your NCR soldiers wet themselves. I've led charges against men with guns, carrying only my knife. And I can tell you, it was they who feared me. But suicide is a weak death on a battlefield. It says to your enemy that you fear capture. It says if you're caught, you can be broken.
And if you can't go through with it, you look even weaker.
You think I'm going to slit my throat for some megalomaniacal self-appointed dictator? I didn't work my way up to have it all be taken from me out of some irrational paranoia. Caesar's losing it. I believe that. He's been shutting himself in his tent. Privately, he complains of headaches. Whatever it is, it's affecting his ability to lead. Time was essential for my mission, but we waited 3 days for him to dispatch us. Another of his headaches. Does that sound like a man in command? He has an operative planted in this very base, but does he use his agent to rescue me? No. He's content to have the agent spend his nights radioing troop positions back to our base camp. He knows I'm here, and he's left me to rot.
Who's the operative?
I don't know. I know he sends intelligence by radio in the middle of the night. Sometimes that intelligence would find its way to my cantery.
I don't believe you. You're lying.
Then you're a fool. That man reports to Caesar on what I do here. The Legion isn't going to take me back. My only hope is to escape and disappear. But if I escape and he reports it, they'll hunt me down as long as I live. It served me to report him as much as it served you.
Well, I think I've heard all I need to. You've been very
I
helpful.
hope the Legion burns your wretched body at the stake when they conquer this place. Nothing I could tell you would do anything to stop that. We won't go quietly. Legion can count on that.
Wow.
What is it?
Piece of work, wasn't he?
Hey,
Oh,
you did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but it saved the NCR some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. So think of this as your commission.
thank you, Lieutenant Boyd.
Yep. See you around.
See ya. Renowned for your extensive support and goodwill, you are idolized by the community. Good.
Well,
Yeah. Let's talk to Colonel Shu, actually, about what we've learned.
look who it is. I haven't had the privilege, but I'm told you've been an angel on our shoulder. What can we do for you at Camp of Karen?
Thank you. Nothing to report, I suppose.
What is it?
Okay. It's about 11:31 a.m. We should probably patch this leak before we head back to Bitter Springs. So we're supposed to be talking with Captain Curtis.
What is
Captain.
it? Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
Colonel Shu wanted me to help you look into the recent intelligence
Smart
leaks.
man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago.
Okay, where should I
You want my
start?
advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor.
Absolutely. And what do you do here, Curtis?
Officially, I'm in charge of Bravo Company. But since General Oliver has Bravo and most of our forces here garrisoned, I'm free to do other things. So I work with Colonel Shu on logistics, patrols, supply lines, reinforcements, that sort of thing. Lately, it's been less about that, and more about figuring out how that information is getting leaked to raiders. It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit.
Yeah. Okay. I'm on it.
Later.
Later. Deliver station Camp Forlorn Hope for Pilate Joseph Major or highest ranking officer. Major, this is to inform you that a small sniper nest has been successfully set up near Cottonwood Cove as requested. The nest should have some bedding and a small amount of supplies, but no weaponry. The sniper should be forewarned that the position is close to the enemy camp, and upon completing his or her objective, should get out of there as soon as flamingly possible. Coordinates are 12, -22. Good luck and good hunting. Signed, De Leon, David Field Preparations Division. Interesting. Accessible. Ladies' room. Men's room. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe we'll go talk with Boyd. Hey,
You know, if you
Hornsby.
were serving, you'd probably be halfway to general by now.
I like that. I like that a lot. Accessible. Well, I already work with Boyd, so
You're back.
yeah. Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Now, what kind of MP would I be if I didn't notice anything suspicious? I've had soldiers go AWOL, break-ins, thefts, you name it.
Well, who's
Well,
missing?
there's Anders. He's a ranger. That one's not suspicious so much as worrisome. He left on a dangerous assignment. Colonel Shu
Okay.
sent him out. Now I think he feels guilty not having any way to check up on him.
What else can you tell me about
I don't know
Anders?
him very well myself. I seem to remember that he was the man to call on if you needed someone to get in and get out quietly. Colonel Shu would really be the person to talk to.
Yeah. Okay, well, what about the break-ins?
Maybe break-in isn't the right word. We didn't find signs of forced entry, but I've had reports of someone sneaking into the control tower at night. It's probably just a meeting spot for a steamy military base love affair. Kids today. But it bothers me that they didn't break in. It means they have an access code. Most soldiers around the base don't have that.
Would you be willing to give me the control tower access key so I can check it
Sure,
out?
if you want to investigate. It's not like there's anything to steal up there. Just a bunch of old communications equipment. If you can find out any more, I'd be interested to hear it. There's something about this I really don't like. And if I weren't tied up here, I'd be staking it out personally.
Absolutely. Now, you said that there's been
Not
thefts.
the kind of things you like to see go missing. No witnesses yet. I've got my money on Sergeant Contreras, who's supposed to be in charge of distribution, the little weasel. But he's too slick to let anyone catch him doing it. We've searched his possessions 12 times. Nothing.
I'll keep an eye out for your missing supplies.
Good. The more guns you can recover, the more I'll be able to use to shoot Contreras for being inept.
Okay, thanks, Boyd.
Yep. See you around.
All right. Well, we certainly have our work cut out for us in the buggiest base in the game. Oh. But we'll go ahead and end this episode here for today. In the next one, we'll stake out the communications tower, see what we can do about Contreras, and hopefully start heading back to Bitter Springs with more and more help. But this has been me, Jeff the Narrator. If you prefer to watch live, you can always give us a follow here on twitch.tv/JeffTheNarrator469. Or if you prefer to watch in a more binge-friendly manner, you can always find all of our VODs uploaded directly to our YouTube channel as soon as they're done uploading to youtube.com Jeff the Narrator. We're doing good, and with luck, we're going to be heading into Vegas soon. But we've got to keep helping the army. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, troopers and rangers, keep telling stories.